Hey,
Did you remember to change the title?
no, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Select Start. I'm JT,
I'm Will.
and I'm scrambling to fix something. There's not too much going on out there today, but I think we can manage to fit in an hour of stoof and
Fucking happy
things.
V-Day. Fucking
Oh yeah,
Valentine's Day.
happy
Valentine's Day
Valentine's Day.
sucks.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, no. It's not
I
happy.
already said it. It's too
Crap.
late. You need not worry. I already said it.
I'm not biased towards Valentine's Day. Fucking Valentine's Day.
No, we all are. There, I
I'm sorry.
updated
I
it.
just don't like the holiday. I think it's pointless.
You
It's like
think?
here's this one day out of the year where you should actually show your spouse, your loved one, that you care for them.
The rest, fuck it.
Yeah.
And hello to Red, who I just saw pop into chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day, though.
Reg, you love Valentine's Day because you're a huge fucking horn dog.
I don't think that's necessarily a reason, a good enough reason.
It's red.
True.
It's okay, Red. We love you anyway. Well, love's a very strong word.
It is Valentine's Day, though.
Yes, Red, we love you. Love
Oh, let's see. I'm trying to. Let me orientate my windows. There we go. I got you over there. Um, okay, let's see. What do you want to talk about first, Will?
What should we talk about since I don't know the topics?
Oh,
You didn't tell me them.
I never do. There's
So I'm kind of topics.
they've recently mentioned there's been an announcement of Mario and Luigi RPG series.
Was there not already a Super Mario RPG?
Yes, Mario and the seven stars, I believe it was called.
Oh my god, look, the pictures are coming up on time.
Yeah.
It's the first picture. I need to
It's
see
Mario
if
and
the rest.
Luigi Dream Team. It was during Nintendo's broadcast today that Nintendo announced a new entry in the Mario and Luigi series of RPG games called Mario and Luigi Dream Team. It focuses on the brother in green himself and place. In fact, it all takes place in Luigi's dreams.
Hmm.
Um,
Luigi's such an underrated character.
Yeah, I was always a big Luigi fan.
Oh, dear, actually, speaking of Mario and Luigi, I saw like this, crappy comic strip. Well, not really crappy. It was like well made, but it was just derpy. And it's Mario and Peach talking, and it's like I think it was actually based on Valentine's Day, and they're all like, I love you, so on and so forth. It's all happy, and then it like goes into a different panel, and it's Luigi in boxers talking to Daisy, who's like, in underwear. I was like, okay. And Daisy's like, so you get whatever you want for Valentine's Day. And Luigi turns around, and whenever he turns back around, he's wearing a red cap, and he has his hands on his hip. He's like, today I'm player one. It's like, oh,
Nice. Poor
it's like
Luigi.
for Luigi.
Uh,
Luigi's awesome though.
he is one of my
Fucking
favorite
Luigi's
characters.
Mansion. Luigi's Mansion 2.
Yeah, that's coming out this year, isn't it?
Yes, I do believe Luigi's Mansion 2 is coming out this
Yeah,
year.
it's gonna be on the
I'm
Wii
going
U.
to play it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to play it.
just you're gonna buy a Wii U just to
Probably not.
play. Yeah,
No, I'm gonna play it somehow because I will find someone who has a Wii U and has that game.
and you'll
Yeah, I know.
just crash in their house for a few weeks.
Just be like, dude, Luigi's Mansion 2.
Two.
It's like I got my reasons. It's like you gotta be admitting they're good.
And they asked to be understanding.
Yep.
Little is known as of right now as far as what's going to be happening in the Mario and Luigi Dream Team, other than that players are going to have to interact with a sleeping Luigi in order to solve puzzles and defeat enemies. Mario is also involved. Um, it's set to arrive in North America this summer. I don't think this is the RPG that we're thinking of, especially since it's going to be on the 3DS.
Yeah, it's well, there's RPGs on 3DS.
I know, but I'm just looking at
I have
screenshots
Final
and stuff.
Fantasy 3 on the DS.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
No, because that came out pre 3DS. So it's not a game that was
It's a
it's not
DS.
yeah, but it's not a game that was made for DS.
Okay. No. It was innovated to be, used for the DS. Like, yeah, got the touchscreen and stuff. So it was made for the DS.
Uh-huh.
So,
But yeah, anyway. um, it just doesn't look like what we're used to as far as like Mario RPGs. Like was it the Seven Stars? Is that what it was? Mario and the Seven Stars? I think it was.
I don't know. I never played it.
Really?
Yeah. I honestly like never really played that many Mario games. Like, of course I played, Super Mario Brothers. I played fuck. What was
You
the
played
sort of
fuck?
what was the sort of like semi-free roaming Mario game? Like,
Mario
uh
64?
yes, I played that. Well, I didn't play Mario 64. I played the, DS version of it.
Oh. Oh,
Uh,
yeah, Super Mario 64.
yes, Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
Played that. I played like the Smash Brothers games. I never really played too many Mario games. Like, I do remember playing the old ones on the Game Boy and stuff.
Right. Yeah, I just found out. I was right. It's Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Yeah, it came out back in '96.
Hey, what are the Mario Brothers' favorite material?
I don't know if I want to know because I feel one of your corny jokes coming on.
Denim.
I didn't ask.
But denim.
I know. I heard you and I get it. Yeah, Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars actually contain characters that I think we have only been in that game. Like, let's see, I'm gonna pull up the character list. It was right here.
No, it wasn't a jean joke. It was an overalls joke.
Yes.
Or, well, dungarees, considering they have the strap.
Yeah, there's two characters that you have only seen in the RPG. You probably won't see them anywhere else. I've never seen them anywhere else, and that was Mallow, which was like this cloud thing, a cloud boy who thinks he's a tadpole, and Gino, who is a doll possessed by a celestial spirit from the Star Road.
I don't want to play this game.
Gino was cool. He was hardcore.
Oh yeah, of course he's cool because he has that Italian-y name. That's why you think he's cool.
No, not true at all.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Also in this game, you play alongside Princess Peach, I'm sorry, Princess Toadstool and Bowser. Like they all join forces.
Sorry, your princess is in another castle. It's like, see if
How
that
many
happens in
are
the
there?
game.
No, it doesn't.
Could you
Oh, wait,
imagine
yeah,
if that
it does.
happens?
In
Wait,
the
what?
RPG thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it does. I know that
Oh,
when
go.
before you get her, it's kind of like a trick or something. I can't remember.
Of course it's a trick. It's always a trick.
It's a really good game. Like it's a legitimate RPG, very Final Fantasy like, with the turn-based battles and stuff.
Hmm.
I really wish that they had continued to make more. Let's see. Paper Mario series and Mario and Luigi series are supposed to be thematic and spiritual sequels of Mario RPG, but no, gotta say no. Stupid. But yeah, so that's going to be out this summer. The Mario and Luigi Dream Team on 3DS. That's all I got. Oh, okay. So for those of you that have been wondering, I honestly wasn't wondering until I saw this article today, and then I said, "Oh, I've been wondering what happened now."
Oh yeah,
if-
I remember what you're talking about. I remember reading an article about this a little while ago.
Yeah, if you're familiar with Team Ico or the game Ico or Shadow of the Colossus, they were recently, about a year ago, working on a game called The Last Guardian. Same art style as Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. I guess there's been a lot of thought that maybe the game is no longer being worked on because it's been so long since we've heard anything about it. One reason would be because the former Team Ico boss, Fumito Ueda, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing any of that, departed from Sony, as well as some of its key developers. But Fumito specifically, he's still working on the game as working as a contractor. And just to kind of ease people's minds as if the game's gone, he had posted today on his website, which reads, as some of you may have heard, I left Sony Computer Entertainment Japan Studio some time ago to pursue my creative passions. Nevertheless, I continue working on The Last Guardian as a freelance contributor. While it's been a long time coming, The Last Guardian remains under my creative supervision and is still in development by an incredibly talented team. I should also mention that details regarding The Last Guardian's release is solely decided by Sony Computer Entertainment, not myself. Please keep an eye out for their official announcement. Moving forward, it is my intent to continue my involvement with the Last Guardian project, as well as pursue new creative projects with a fresh perspective. As I rekindle my passion as a creator, I look forward to seeing where it will take me, and I deeply appreciate your support during this transition. So basically, if we're going to hear something about The Last Guardian, it's going to be through Sony. You've never played. I'm not too worried, honestly.
But Sony.
I know. Have you ever played? You've never played Shadow of the Colossus, huh?
No. You keep telling me to. If I find an emulator for it, I'll play it.
You should. The Last Guardian, I'm reading this off of the Wikipedia. The Last Guardian's story follows that of a boy who's trying to escape from a setting resembling the ruins of a large expansive castle. The game will revolve around the developing friendship between the boy and a giant feathered creature resembling a griffin named Trico. The name of the creature. Yeah, the name of the creature.
Yeah. How's it spelled?
Trico.
Okay. That's okay.
The name of the... Oh, I know what you were thinking of. The name of
Pokemon.
The name of the creature can be taken to mean prisoner, baby bird, or portmanteau of... Okay, Trico has spears and arrows stuck in its back and is initially bound by a chain. Later, it is freed and is shown attacking an armored soldier. Screenshots along with the E3 trailer show the boy attempting to sneak past and attack other soldiers. Trico will at first be hostile towards the boy, but during the course of the game, the two will develop an emotional attachment to each other. It looks really cool. Like if you go on the YouTube and stuff like that, they've got videos for it. It's actually looks really good. I'm a huge fan of Team Ico. I never played the Ico game. I played a little bit of it, but not enough to get like a good portion of the way through. It was fun for what I played, though. It was another situation where it was a character developing a relationship with another character. You control this boy whose name I believe was Ico, and there's a well, it's either him or the girl's name. There's a girl who's a spirit, and she helps you survive in this, like, you're in a castle or something, and there's these spirits.
In context, I would probably say it's the girl's name. Yeah,
it might be. It's basically this girl that helps him escape these evil spirits. I don't know, it was really weird. Both Ico and Shadow of the Colossus came out for the PlayStation 2, and both of them, they actually re-released on PS3 as a Team Ico collection. It says... the game's protagonist, Ico, is a young boy with a pair of horns on his head, considered a bad omen by his village. As part of the village's tradition, he's taken by a group of warriors to a castle surrounded by water and locked inside one of the stone coffins in a crypt. As the warriors depart, a tremor runs through the castle caused by the sealing of the floor to the room in which Ico is imprisoned, and Ico takes advantage of it to escape. As he searches the castle, he comes across Yoruda, it's pronounced in Japanese, a captive girl who speaks in a language different from his. Eiko helps Yorda escape but finds she is hunted by shadow-like creatures. Oh, I thought she was a spirit for some reason. It's been that long since I've played it. They're really good games, and there's never seems to be like a lot of like communication, like actual long dialogue.
There's no talking, but there's communication.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what you mean.
yeah, well, they'll say like a word. Like in Shadow of the Colossus, the only word you ever hear your character say is the horse's name, and I don't even remember what it is.
Nice.
It was like I can't remember, but it was but it's still good. Like it's cool. It's a very good game. It's killing me that I can't remember what the horse's name is. Okay, well, anyway. Red said something and I missed it.
Because you're a terrible person, JT.
Oh, he wants to tickle the monster in the corner.
Oh. It'll eat you.
Probably. Oh. NCSoft. We all know who NCSoft is.
Yes. Continue.
NCSoft is the publisher of Guild Wars 2. They've licensed Unreal Engine 4 from Epic. The publisher signed a long-term deal to use the technology for multiple upcoming projects and is the first Korean studio to license the engine.
Huh.
I'm curious as to what they're going to be using it for. Hopefully it's
Same.
not going to be some grindy Korean MMO that no one's going to want to play.
Hey.
Hey, they're out
NCSoft.
there.
Yeah, but NCSoft has a lot of good games under its belt.
Okay, aside from Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2.
They had
Hit
City
me
of
with
Heroes.
something.
They had City of Heroes.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yes, they did. And didn't they
Lineage?
do, yeah, I was just going to say, didn't they do Lineage? Lineage
Aeon,
2 is still around, isn't it?
What?
Lineage 2 is still around,
Mhm.
isn't it?
They had Aeon too. Aeon was alright. Wasn't too bad.
Yeah, they've got a couple of failures under their belt.
They
too,
have
don't
games that have very fun gameplay.
Yeah, I liked City of Heroes.
Or different gameplay,
Yeah,
at least.
I liked City of Heroes. It was good. I guess it's just a question of who is NCSoft going to give this licensing to? Because they're just the
Yeah.
publishers.
Yeah.
I mean, is this going to be for ArenaNet to make something? Is it going to
If
be...
it's with ArenaNet, that's going to be fantastic.
Well, yeah, but I don't think they're going to completely restructure the Guild Wars 2 stuff from the ground up. Do you?
God, could you imagine that?
That would be
Could
pretty
you imagine
crazy.
Guild Wars 2 combat being a lot more fluid?
I think it's pretty nice
I
how
know
it is.
it's pretty nice how it is. At times, it's a little bit clunky with certain movement and abilities meshed together, but
I think a lot of that is based on the fact, though, that it's
an MMO.
yeah, it's online,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Yeah,
Oh well, we'll see.
yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay, all right. I'll put it this way: if they use that for Blade and Soul, it's a waste.
Blade and Soul.
Blade
Wait,
and Soul
you told me
is-
about this.
Yeah, that's a Korean MMO that came out, and it was made by Team Bloodlust of NCSoft, and it's just it's a what is it called when anime does a lot of panty shots and stuff like that? A fan service. It's a fan service MMO. I mean, like that's probably the best way
Oh,
to
you mean
describe
like
it.
Terra?
Yes, like Terra. Oh, do you know what NCSoft is publishing? WildStar.
Yeah. Yes, I remember reading about that.
Yeah.
I freaking signed up to the WildStar beta 2 years ago. Like I signed up to that whenever I was still in like hardcore playing Champions because that's where I found out about it. And I was like, oh,
Yep.
this looks fun. It looks cartoony. It looks nifty. I like it.
Yeah, I heard
And I still
about it
haven't
through.
got any emails from them ever.
Well, they haven't done any betas yet.
No, but I haven't got any emails or anything. Homer
Oh.
got an email from them a little while ago.
You did?
Me, I haven't got anything. So I went and remade my account and stuff, and apparently I never had an account.
Oh. Yeah, I signed everybody up for beta.
Oh, so did I. I did the same thing.
Yeah, and then I got nothing back, so I probably have to go and resubmit as well. Yeah, WildStar looks good too.
Mhm.
I can't wait for that. So they've got their current available games are Aeon, Blade and Soul, Guild Wars series, Lineage series, and WildStar. The Guild Wars series and WildStar are the only games that aren't developed by NCSoft. Like the other three are developed by teams within NCSoft. Team Aeon, Team Bloodlust, and Team L2 Live. Guild Wars, of course, we know is done by ArenaNet, and WildStar is Carbine Studios, which still has an ETA on when that's going to be released. It seems all that NCSoft does, too, are MMOs, some of which I've never heard of. Dungeon Runners.
I've heard of that.
Is that the...
But
yeah.
I've heard of it, but I'm drawing a blank.
It's closed. They've got a lot of MMOs that have been closed down, actually. Auto Assault, Dungeon Runners, Dragonica, Xteal, Point Blank.
Xteal's gone?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Closed September 1st, 2010.
Oh.
Tabula Rasa and City of Heroes.
Oh, I remember Tabula Rasa.
Yeah, so do I. I never played it, but I always heard about it, and it's actually the name of a location in Secret World. I don't know why they're doing a shout out to an NCSoft game, but I guess it is what it is. And they've got some titles.
Well, Tabula Rasa is based off something as well.
Is it?
As in, like it's a universal
it's like
sort
a
of kind
folklore sort of thing.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, well, that would make sense then in the sense of Secret World. They've also got a couple titles that are not available in America, I'm going to guess. Yeah, because they're either Korean, Thai, or Japanese release only. Janryumon is one. Love Beat. Oh, that first one's a mahjong game. Love Beat's a dance game. Muram Jakuk is a strategy game. I'm probably butchering these pronunciations. And Punch Monster is an MMO. Punch Monster.
At least it's, straight to the point.
Yeah. At least you know what you're going to be doing. Punch Monster?
Monsters?
Monster and punches? Yeah, I wish we knew more about WildStar. I'd really like to talk about that, but they haven't really released anything other than a really awesome CGI trailer. I don't even think they've announced what the different whatchamacallits are going to be. Help me out here. Like Alliance and the Horde, what are they? Factions. Yes. Yeah, they've just got races, classes, and something called paths that they've announced.
Races, classes. Okay, well, races and classes are simple. Paths is probably like a subclass thing or a refinement to a class.
Yeah, that seems what it is. It says paths. They have the explorer, the scientist, the soldier, and the settler. This website's completely different from when I signed up for beta.
Or it might be like an origin.
I don't know. It's got videos for them too.
Wait, explorer, scientist, soldier, and what?
Oh! They have announced what the factions are.
Oh.
Exile and Dominion.
Ah.
And you can only be certain races for each faction.
That's how it usually goes.
For Exile, you can be human, Granok, which are very... Oh, it's that big rock-looking guy that you see in the CG trailer. Auran, which are bunny rabbit people.
Mm-hmm.
And someone else that's coming soon. Each faction has one that they haven't mentioned yet. And in the Dominion, you have Cassians, which look like humans. Draken, which are scary goat-looking people. And
so like cedars?
I guess. And Makari, which are robots.
Huh.
And then a coming soon that we have no idea what it is. So they got a bit of info over. If you go to wildstar-online.com, you can look into that. They've got races, classes, I guess subclasses, and they've got screenshots and videos and all that stuff. I don't see anything, though, about signing up for beta. Oh, sign up for beta. Do your duty, soldier, and join the ranks. Drawing the homepage. It looks like a pretty basic thing as well, so... As long as it works, then it's worth your time. Because when I did, I don't think it worked. What is this? Oh, okay. Yes, I wanted to mention this because I thought this was kind of cool. Bloop. There's a game coming out by Zombie Studios named Daylight. Daylight is a new horror game built on the Unreal Engine 4. They announced the game at the DICE Summit in Vegas on February 7th. Daylight's a horror game featuring a procedurally generated environment. With only the light of a cell phone to guide them, players will navigate the halls of a dark building as a woman who's just woken up. Every experience will be different as rooms are randomly generated, and players will only learn about the game's story via clues they discover as they explore.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the person who wrote Daylight is someone that works for IGN, like the person that wrote the story.
There seems to be a lot of this genre coming out now because of Amnesia and Slender and
There's a new Slender game coming out.
Yeah, I saw it. Oh god, it looks terrifying. I kind of squealed a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I there's a lot of them coming out, and it seems like it's going to get overdone again. Like, what was it? Like 2007? No, 2006, 2007, somewhere around there was like the bloody year of the multiple choice games.
Yeah.
Like good or evil, because Fable 2 came out during that.
Yeah, Fable definitely started that.
And Shadow the Hedgehog came out as well,
Mm-hmm.
which had, the good and
Did
evil
it?
thing. And yeah,
Wow.
and Infamous came out too,
Yeah,
I
that
believe.
had it. Yep. Prototype
Yep.
had it as well, I believe.
Exactly. So no, Prototype didn't really.
No? Oh, I thought
No,
they
not
did.
really. There wasn't really a good and evil thing in Prototype. It was more. It was harder to explain. It was like a big gray area. But yeah, that was like the year of the multiple choice things. Then bloody last year was the year of the sequels.
Yeah. Well, at least the sequels were good, though.
Mm-hmm.
It says more on here, if I can get to it. A playthrough of Daylight is only meant to take 25 to 30 minutes, but the idea is for players to replay it multiple times in order to find all of the story elements.
All the things.
Gerritsen, the one of the head guys over at the developer that I just forgot the name, damn it, where did it go? Zombie. God, how did I forget that? Different players will have a totally different experience. You're essentially a rat in a cage, but the cage is an asylum and it's scary as hell. You need to find your way out, and each time you do, it's completely different. We have so much content story-wise that hopefully, whether the person manages to succeed to the end or not, will be an experience that they want to capture more of. To capture more of the story, so they have to go back and replay, because each time you might be getting different story elements. The name of the person that works for IGN, that is, the last name is Chobot. I can't remember her first name.
Jessica Chobot.
Jessica Chobot. She's the one that wrote the story.
Did you know that I think it was Jessica Chobot who was put into Mass Effect 3?
Really?
Yeah, they have Mass Effect 3. There's a DLC that gives you an IGN person in the game, and they sort of like hang out on the Normandy ship, and like talk to you. They're a reporter in game.
Huh.
Yeah.
Players will be armed with a cell phone that offers a compass and various tools they can use to navigate the asylum. There is no combat. You don't have any guns. Nothing. You literally have to run away when you're approached by a phantom that will be attacking you. The phone itself has multiple features. It's kind of like a character. It'll get possessed occasionally and play recordings and stuff. And when a phantom's around, it'll start to glitch out because it's just like a psychic ability. That sounds a little Slenderish. And hopefully you won't get lost, but if you do...
Well. Going by the sort of paranormal theme, paranormal stuff usually interferes with electronics.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't get lost, but if you do, you can flip the phone to a different mode that doesn't put out as much light, but it puts out a UV light that lets you actually see your footprints. So if you get lost, you've got some sort of like a breadcrumb trail that you could follow.
Oh, that's all right. You follow the breadcrumb trail only to notice that one footprint disappears for a moment.
Jesus.
You like turn on the light, ghost.
Yeah.
Wait, that made no sense because the thing wouldn't disappear. It's a
Yeah.
ghost. It's
Yeah.
invisible, like
Yeah.
translucent. Shut up! Sounded funny, okay?
For a moment. Animal Crossing's coming to the 3DS, for those of you interested.
I like Animal Crossing, but I don't have a 3DS.
It will be hitting stores June 9th in North America and June 14th in Europe. It's called Animal Crossing New Leaf. Nintendo previously said Animal Crossing would arrive in the first half of 2013 following its original November 2012 release in Japan, but apparently not. Animal Crossing New Leaf sees players becoming mayor and offers new ways to customize your town and furniture. The ability to wear pants and swim in brand new rooftop gardens. Will, pants!
Pants!
Oh my god!
What? Pants?
Yeah, pants. That's it. Just pants.
What are we
That's
talking
what-
about pants for? I like
Animal
pants.
Crossing.
Pants?
Animal Crossing pants.
Pants.
I'm getting hit with advertisements.
Pants. Are they mysterious pants?
I'm gonna say no.
Are they orange?
Sure.
Okay.
Some of the features they're going to have on the new Animal Crossing. One thing is going to be a megaphone item, which allows you to shout at fellow residents using the 3DS microphone when it's equipped.
GTFO out my town.
As well as a phone booth where you can take photos of your character to use on your player license in a variety of poses. In terms of buildings,
I called Duckface happening somehow.
Yeah. A range were shown off, including Tom Nook's familiar general store, as well as other shops run by his offspring. I guess Tom Nook's a reoccurring character. I've never played.
Yeah, Tom Nook's the guy who owns the store. He has 2 nephews, I think they were.
Apparently, they're offspring.
Well, I remember him having 2 nephews, and the 2 nephews showed up whenever you got the upstairs section of Tom Nook's general store.
Oh. There's also a new store run by Kix the Skunk, specializing in footwear called Shoeshank.
Yeah, that's a new character. I've never heard of Kix the Skunk.
The museum.
I hope KK Slider's still there.
The museum is also set to make a welcome return, offering you a safe haven to display your caught fish and bugs, though it's a bit worrying to note that a new sushi bar is operating out of the aquarium. It's probably just a coincidence, we hope. That's what the article said.
I like the aquarium. Oh god, I want to boot up Animal Crossing again and play it.
Are you ready for this?
What?
One of the coolest additions is the new Club 444, where resident DJ KK Slider will put on live gigs. There you go.
Yeah.
Slider will perform remixed NES tunes for you to get down to, alongside his acoustic songs of old. There's also a cool light show.
Slider.
I don't even know who that is.
He's a freaking dog that plays a guitar.
Oh, actually, I think I do know who that is.
Freaking, he has so many songs. You actually, every Friday, I think it was, every Friday night, KK Slider used to go to like the cafe in the museum. You sat there, you waited for him to start playing. A little cutscene happened while he played. You went up and talked to him, and you got like the CD that he played, and you like tried to collect all of his CDs.
Oh.
It was like the same with like the fishing and stuff. You tried to get every fish in the game, or you tried to catch all the bugs, or
This
grow
is
all
like
the
a
stuff.
completionist's paradise or something.
It really is. Like you can actually keep track of all the fish and stuff that you've caught, what you still need. If you talk to the what do you call it? The curator in the museum, he's an owl. He sort of tells you, is like, oh, I see that you've give me such and such and such and such, and the first time you give him a fish, he makes a pun about it.
Oh.
Or he makes a pun about it, or he tells you a way to serve them and like eat them. And he looked at a clownfish and he was like, I'm not sure if this would taste funny or not.
Oh.
I love that freaking owl.
The game will also introduce a new minimap to try and prevent you getting lost in the midst of multiple shopping districts. You can also buy garden furniture to make the outside of your abode just as appealing as the interior.
I actually think we have bloody Animal Crossing for the bloody Wii.
Really? It sounds
Yeah, I
like it's
think
a
I
pretty
remember
massive
playing it.
game.
It um well, the one on the DS is tiny. Like all it is your town, pretty much. And other people's towns if you join in and play. But your town's fairly big, I'd say. Like it's the size of. Remember playing the Pokemon games? Remember the big metropolitan city?
Yeah,
Like that had the two towers that had all of the
yeah,
Pokemart stuff, or yeah, Pokemart stuff in it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say your like map is about as big as that ish.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty big.
So yeah, it's
Um,
fair sized. There's also like a sea at the bottom. You fish in the ocean. Like trees grow. Whenever you start playing, your town automatically gets one kind of fruit, and then you need to like trade with other people or buy the different fruit so you can get all the fruit. If you crossbreed like flowers, you end up getting like black versions of the flowers, and then if you crossbreed the black together, you end up getting golden flowers which never wilt. You can get like golden tools and everything, which are like the diamond tools in Minecraft. But like you had to do them in a special way. Like to get a golden shovel, you had to bury a shovel with another shovel and leave it there for 24 hours.
you're really into this, huh?
I can't remember how to get golden.
That's
Dude, I loved Animal Crossing. Like to get a golden fishing rod, I can't remember how I got a golden fishing rod, honestly. But yeah, there
Right.
was lots to do in Animal Crossing.
Apparently, I've been missing out.
You have? Do you still have a DS?
No, no, I got rid of it.
No? Oh, yeah. That's sad.
Your video went out for some reason. No, like I see you, but in the stream it went out.
Fucking Skype.
Yeah.
Giving us grief. But
Close-
yes, Animal Crossing, I spent so much time playing that game. Like, I went on holiday and took my DS with me, and I played the hell out of Animal Crossing there.
But close your video and turn it back on, because this is bugging the shit out of me. Yeah, no, nothing. God fucking damn it. Skype is screwing with us
well.
yet again.
We see
No.
now we're going to start sounding like robots.
Yeah, you were starting to for a second there.
God.
Where's the Skype video? There it is. Yeah, it just doesn't want to cooperate.
Fun times.
All right, well, we'll move on. Maybe it'll kick back in, and everything will be
Mhm.
all right.
Yeah.
What did I just grab? Okay. All right. So, everything's getting like pushed around. Stop it!
Hmm.
All right. Anyway, let me pull that down.
Yep.
All right. Oh, okay. I got another one here. So let me find it. Where'd it go? It's not there. It's right there. Aha! This is like the third time we've mentioned Kickstarter. I would just like to point that out.
It's a good website.
Yes, I love Kickstarter. And Skype is a bully, Red. That is 100% correct. Kickstarter has released its own app for iOS devices, available now in the App Store. The app's compatible with iPhone and iPod Touch and allows users to find, follow, fund, or create projects on the go.
Nice.
The app's a whole new way to experience Kickstarter. The site's founders wrote in a blog post, "We took things we've learned from the past 3 years of building the site and applied them to a total redesign for the iPhone. We redesigned the project page, browse pages, and others. And we focused on making 3 things really useful and fun: finding new projects, keeping up to date with projects you've backed, and offering great tools for creators." From the
I don't
app,
actually think. I don't think I've actually backed anything on Kickstarter yet.
I have Shadowrun Online. I really hope I
Yeah.
don't regret that.
Nah. How much did you spend backing it?
$66.
Okay, never mind. I
From
was about to
the
say, might not be that much. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
little-
it is. From the app, users can browse by category and watch project videos. They'll receive push notifications for project updates and when friends create or fund a project. The app also features Facebook connectivity to pull in a list of friends. For creators, the Kickstarter app will notify you of pledges as they happen and allow you to view stats on a project dashboard. Users can also take photos and videos from their phone's camera to use as project updates.
Hmm.
So that's pretty cool. I like that. It's really bugging me that I don't have your video up here. If anybody wonders what the Skype thing is, it's Skype's lack of competency.
Could you not do like capture screen region and click on the little pop-out Skype box?
My pop
Like whenever you minimize Skype, a little pop-up box keeps the video there.
I closed it and I don't know how to get it back.
You need to restart the call to get it back.
Are you sure? Yeah.
Yeah.
Forget about it. We'll just let it irritate me. Yeah, Kickstarter is a good site. They've definitely put a lot of stuff out there. More things than people realize, I think.
Yeah. Like a lot of stuff has been kickstarted. Like
Yeah.
Forge was kickstarted. It was also Steam Greenlight.
Yeah, that ain't nothing to brag about.
Hey, Forge is fun.
Yeah, if you like
Alright.
clusterfucks.
No, like clusterfucks happen whenever it's like an N-type map, but whenever it's like a big, like the forest map, that's so fun because there's so much room to maneuver, and if you have ranged classes, you can just dominate the bloody battlefield. Like if you play together with people, it's amazing.
All right, well, my next topic I think is
Yes,
something.
I like the game. Shut up.
I realize that you do. Nothing wrong with that this time. Let's see. I'm going to pull this up here as soon as I can find it. I would like to title this part my disappointment for the week.
Oh.
Do you see what I pulled up?
Oh, that's not nice.
It's fairly accurate, though.
Unfortunately, it is.
All right, let's get one thing straight. I am enjoying the game.
Yes.
There's no question.
It's just very rough around the edges.
Like, so rough it shouldn't have been released rough around the edges.
Yeah.
The reason that it wasn't pushed back again is because Gearbox was on the edge of being sued by Sega. Because they kept asking Sega for extension, another extension. And Sega didn't want to hear it. So, basically...
See, a lot of people are throwing flack at Gearbox for it. Like, Gearbox, they kind of delegated different things to different studios to help with the game.
Oh, they just delegated to one studio.
Okay, yeah, well, they delegated stuff to, another studio. And Gearbox is catching flack for that decision they made. But honestly, Sega gave them such a huge freaking game to work with. And Gearbox may be a very, very good developer, but they can't pull miracles out of their ass.
Yeah, but at the same time, all right, what they did was they handed the game off to Timegate. The demo that we saw back in, I think it was 2006, was Gearbox. Like, it looked gorgeous. If you go into the Kotaku website, you can find a comparison video. It looked amazing.
Did Gearbox actually release that, or was that Sega that released that?
That was Gearbox.
Okay. Gearbox.
Video,
Randy Pitchford. I'm ashamed.
Yeah, that video was amazing, the demo. But what we got was completely different. What they did is when they went to go work on Borderlands 2, they handed the game off to Timegate, which is the company responsible for Shooter Section 8 and the Section 8 sequel. That's what their big things are, I guess. So Timegate basically took what Gearbox did and threw out a bunch of it, meaning like the dynamic lighting and things of that nature. They just kind of tossed it to the side and decided they didn't want it. I guess they thought it wasn't necessary. I don't know. But, okay, yes, Timegate ruined it. I will agree with that, but I still think it's Gearbox's fault because, one, it was their project to take care of, and two, I realize that they were busy with Borderlands 2, which is like their baby, but you cannot tell me that the person in charge couldn't have either himself done this or gotten a couple of other people to do it, but check on them every now and then. See what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're busy, you're busy, but come on.
Have you seen how Gearbox works, though? Like, I've told you the story about how they figured out Borderlands art style.
It just happens.
No, they pretty much just forgot to like check up on their art guys for a while, and the art guys were dicking around. They did some sketches, did some animations, and they were just kind of doing it for the hell of it. And then like the boss came in and kind of looked at it and was like, "We're keeping that, and we're going with it."
Yeah, well,
So
that's
Gearbox
their
kind of like
own. Yeah,
yeah, but from that, I think they're trying to go is like, we'll let people do what they do because we've got good results from that in the past, and it kind of boned them this time.
yeah, they've got good results in the past from their own people. This is TimeGate. This isn't Gearbox.
Yeah.
They trusted the wrong people.
Yeah.
And by the time they had noticed what TimeGate did, there wasn't enough time to fix it, and Sega was not about to give them another extension. It's been 6 years, I think we said the other day, that we've been waiting for
Yeah,
this.
ish, and around that.
I mean, I can deal with the difference in graphics. I mean, did what we originally see look like 10 times better? Oh yeah, it definitely did. It looked amazing, but I can
Like,
deal with that. My issues are things
you know what
like
it looked like?
what?
It looked like it was like freaking made on the Crysis engine with how nice it was.
Yes.
It really did. Like, and it's not working off the Crytek engine, is it?
No, no.
What engine's it working off?
I'm not sure. I know it's not Crytek though.
Unreal, is it?
I think it is.
Since
Yeah.
like everything is powered by Unreal.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's Unreal. It's not.
Yeah, it's
Crytek.
on Unreal. Unreal can pull out some really nice things, but oh my god, the demo thing looked drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, it did. I don't.
And then
I don't get
it's
it.
not.
Yeah, now it's not anymore. Um, but I mean, like, I
Will
don't.
you see that it'll eventually come out that this was a big bug?
I
The
wish.
graphics have been fucked. Sure, that happened with another game where the graphics got completely screwed because of a bug that happened.
Rage.
I played the game and I can't remember what it was.
Hmm.
Was it Rage?
No, Rage just had video card compatibility issues.
Yeah,
Like you were getting a lot of artifacts and stuff like that.
yeah, like a lot of games, it might just be because there's bugs going on, and I hope that's what it is because I would
That's-
really like to like this game a lot more than I do at the moment.
It's the Unreal Engine 3.
So, yeah, Unreal.
Yeah, it says Red Ring and Unreal Engine 3 with a new renderer. I'm gonna say it's not a bug though. They've pretty much said, yeah, this is what we put out, and it's because we didn't have enough time to fix it. I mean, it's in black and white. They just, I don't know.
I mean, I think Sega was like jaded because of the Duke Nukem thing. 10 years in the making, turned out crap.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay,
Same
we spent
company,
enough
too.
time, go, go, go.
Same company too. Gearbox.
Yeah, I think if they gave them like, wait, Gearbox did Duke Nukem?
Forever. They were the ones that picked it up
Yeah.
after 3D Realms dropped it.
I feel bad for Gearbox because they're getting slammed so much for stuff that
I don't know if
isn't
I can
overly
feel
their
bad
fault.
for them. No, you.
No,
They
it's
handed
not
this.
overly their fault. Like, they're trying to pick up where other people left off, and it's not working out that well.
Okay, that's maybe what it was with Duke Nukem, but with TimeGate, that's like you hire someone to come in and do a job and just assume they're gonna do it right.
Mm.
Someone that doesn't directly work for you, an outside company with its own lead developers and stuff like that.
I don't know.
mean,
I'd like to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I
At least
would
they
too.
freaking tried.
I would too, but it's such a massive disappointment compared to what everyone expected that it's hard to not be like, it's hard not to be a little annoyed with them. I mean, like I said, the graphics, I could deal with the graphics. Really, at the end of the day, I don't care. But it's things like the big imbalance between Marines and Xenomorphs. And I don't mean the Xenomorphs dominate the Marines. I mean the other way around.
Well, see, it goes back and forth because they need to balance it in certain aspects. Like in survival, the frickin' Marines just kick Xenomorphs' ass. Like they turn and look at a group of them and they fall over. See them in Escape because the Marines have a lot more HP and defense in that. Team Deathmatch, it's a little bit more level.
Yeah,
like
a little
the
bit.
Marines, the Marines tend to win like a fair bit more because the Marines are able to hole up in a position. Like Xenomorphs can counter that with a spitter that has like the acid trap, like me.
Right, which you
But
have to
you need to
level
level
in
up to
order to
get.
get. Right. And the
Yeah,
issue with that is I've got a Marine character, and I'm just going to throw numbers out there. There's about 60 different upgrades for that Marine because you got about
yeah.
7 to 8 uh, for each weapon. Um, so, and on top of that, you've got all of the customization things. There's a whole ton of those. I don't even know how many of those there are. So,
Yeah.
as you level up, almost every single level, you get something. Whether it's customization for your character model or if it's a weapon upgrade, you get something with aliens. Aliens have like half the stuff. So, it's every 3 or 4 levels you get something with the aliens. And it's not always something rewarding.
Yeah, and it's harder to level as an alien.
It's a lot harder, and
Yeah, because you don't do as well playing an alien.
it's
You don't get as much kills. You don't
Yeah.
kill, or you don't get as much, EXP. Playing as Marine is easy to level because you even level up in the campaign.
yes, that is true, and the problem with it being okay in team deathmatch, but not so much okay in the other two is people are only going to play team deathmatch for so long, and then they're going to want to be like, well, what else is there here? This is something new. I want to try that. I like the new shit, but I only like the new shit when I'm a Marine. Every time I get switched to aliens, it's like, I'm done.
See, like Alien versus Alien versus Predator game apparently pulled the sort of like balance between the three really, really well. Except for Marines. Marines were kind of shit, but you expected that because they're humans.
Yeah.
But whenever they
exactly.
got like certain weapons or like essentially, power up items, they did really well. But
Yeah.
all of this really does fall down to the balancing issues in the game. Like me, you, and Kevin were playing earlier, and oh my, we had a blast. We really did enjoy ourselves playing together.
Yeah, It is like I've said, it is a fun game, but
It's
some
a fun game.
relevant
It's just
issues.
really rough.
Yes.
It feels more like it's a beta of the game that we were led to believe was fully complete.
Yes. Not to mention the one thing I probably hate the most, and it seems to be situational, as in it doesn't always happen, but it happens enough to be annoying. In the campaign, it's almost like you're on rails, because those NPCs will run ahead without you.
No, the NPCs only run ahead to a certain extent. You need to follow them, and then they keep running.
Right, and if you don't follow them, and they get far enough away, you get pulled to them.
No, we don't get pulled to them.
I did.
We kept getting pulled because there were 3 of us running around in different areas.
I don't know. I felt like I was getting pulled by them.
No, we weren't. It looked like it, but we weren't. It's just because the 3 of us were all spread out going in different directions. One of us kept accidentally triggering stuff.
And this is something, too. I don't know. It might just be like a PC thing. Or maybe it's a co-op campaign thing. I was talking to Kevin about this. Playing single player, the NPCs stick to you. They don't run ahead at all. You're on point the whole time, which I think is interesting. I mean, honestly, it doesn't make sense that it would be different.
Well, it might be because he's single player.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but I don't know why that would make a difference. Like, because you still play the same...
Most of the time. Well, most of the time in single player, you're sort of more trying to move around. Whenever you're playing multiplayer with like friends, you're normally all split up and looking about. I think the NPCs run ahead a little bit or do their own thing, kind of, to try and get the group to advance more. Like, did you notice we kind of dicked around in the room for too long and then suddenly aliens?
No, those were the moments I remembered getting.
Dog tags.
No, that's when I was remembered getting pulled. Or
Whenever,
I ran ahead.
Whenever I was looking for dog tags, you and Homer were with me, and then it was you or Homer ended up having aliens come up from behind him. I was like, oh my god, shotgun, shoot all the things.
Oh yeah, well that was because I ran ahead. But I know what you're saying though.
Ahead, so the NPCs were moving ahead as well.
Yeah, they were ahead of me. That's why I start. You're like compelled to follow them. It fucks with you.
God, you're such a lost sheep.
What kills me about this, like the article that I have, is Gearbox has admitted that they knew they had to release a game that wasn't ready.
Mm.
They released a
Well, at
game that
least
wasn't very
Gearbox,
good.
you know, we're saying at least Gearbox are taking it and saying it's like, yeah, we screwed up here.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, they do and they don't. I mean, to the extent of things, they do. But the way that they said it is like, you know, oh, we knew this is what we were doing, you know, we didn't want to, but it happened. And somewhere in there, they're like, but Time Gates is just as much to blame as we are, because they worked on it just as much as we did. It's like, no, you didn't. Stop that. It's still your fault. But yeah, I like it. It's fun. I'll continue to play it. I want to play through all the campaign co-op with you and Homer, but all I can really say is I hope that they fix some things very soon. God, I hope they fix things very soon. Let's see. Okay. Do you want to do your list first, or do you want me to do the website of the week first?
Well, we'll do website of the week first.
Okay. Hold on one second. Let me get rid of this alien thing. Which is a super cool image, by the way. I really like that.
Right. My list, by the way, it's not a top 10 because I couldn't think of 10 substantial things to talk about for the topic I had at hand, so it's a top 5.
That's fine. So I say top 10 because that's my default number for some reason.
Okay.
Okay. This website's called The Scale of the Universe. It is something you can't read because the thing's white. http://htwins.net/scale2. This is purely because this is awesome, and I saw my wife looking at it the other day, so I had to put it up as our website of the week. So wait just a second for you to get that address down.
I'm typing this in.
Oh, you're typing it in? Okay.
Yeah.
Again, if anybody tuning in right now, the reason there's a big Skype logo in the bottom right-hand corner is because Skype is incompetent when working with... Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is called Scale of the Universe 2. Is basically exactly what it is. Right now, we are at... I don't know. This is like human size. Scale of the Universe.
My God.
You've got this slider down here. This is a basketball scaled to next to a human. It's that sort of thing. As you go to the right, things start to get bigger. I have no idea what a Japanese spider crab is, but now I'm terrified of them because that looks significantly larger than a human. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe that's wrong because there's a flower right next to him, but that's a sunflower. That's actually quite accurate. See, it goes elephant, T-Rex, Apollo lunar module, oak tree. I'm guessing that's a brontosaurus up there. Let's see, I'll zoom out a little more. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's some obnoxious scientific name I can't pronounce. Blue whale. See, the human is still all the way down here. Is this little itty bitty black speck at the... Oh, I'm pointing at the sunflower. Yeah, you can't even see him on my broadcast screen, but the point is you go to the right and it gets bigger and bigger. Redwood tree, passenger airplane, Statue of Liberty. It just keeps going and going. And Hoover Dam. I don't know what the Half Dome is. What is that? That is Angel Falls, Boeing Everett Factory, Vatican City. It just keeps going and fucking going. Halley's friggin' Comet. And apparently Rhode Island, Peter Griffin's home state. And
this is pretty awesome.
We've even got... Oh, and this is another thing. You can click on things like, oh, Rhode Island. Rhode Island's the smallest state in the USA. However, it could still fit the world's population on it. Do you know that Rhode Island has the longest official state name? Blah, 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 whatever. Even this, like Hydra. What the hell's Hydra? Hydra is one of Pluto's moons. Like, it breaks it down for you. I think this is Neutron Star. Okay, never mind. So it's not just, oh, I have no idea what that is, whatever, stupid. No, you can click on it, you can learn about it. Friggin' California is right there, nicknamed the Golden State, blah, blah, blah. Or some planet, moon thing I can't pronounce. I don't know. It's the size of Pluto. Oh, no, it might have been hit by an object the size of Pluto. Texas, things. Pluto. Oh, and then all the other planets. It keeps going though. It's pretty awesome. Uranus. Oh, what did I do? I right clicked. That was an accident. But it keeps going and going. I'm like trying to click and drag it to go fast, and it's not quite going fast. Can I just like click and it jumps? Nope, I've got to continue to drag it. Oh, I can scroll apparently. I can scroll. Okay. It goes so far out to as the estimated size of the universe. But if we go all the way back in to where I wish I could full screen this thing, to where the human is, it goes past the friggin' human. It goes down to like quail eggs and shrews and chicken eggs and microwave wavelengths, a penny, and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller to sizes that I cannot even comprehend, let alone understand. What is the smallest thing here? It just keeps going through. A quantum foam string and Planck length. You're the scientist here. What is that?
A Planck?
Planck.
I think a Planck is like pretty much the nanofibers that everything is made up of, like smaller than an atom. It's what like an atom is constructed of.
I knew that you'd have an answer for me.
I think that's what it is. I'm not sure.
Well, it's still better than nothing. They've got neutrino. Oh, you know what? I don't know what that is. I can click on it. A Planck length is a unit of length. There's also a Planck time, which is the amount of time it takes light to travel 1 Planck length in a vacuum. No worries. It was good enough of an answer for me. Neutrinos, top quark. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's the smallest quark, which means it's the most massive. What? You people and your science make no sense to me. But yeah, this is a super cool website. You can learn a thing or two. Not that I'm, supporting learning things or anything like that.
Not like I'm telling you to be intelligent.
Range of the weak force. Not that I'm telling you to better yourself or anything. But it's super cool, and it really gives you a sense of, oh my fucking god, I'm tiny. There are much bigger things out there than me, like, Japanese spider crabs.
Which is why it's perfect, or which is why it's acceptable to rationalize eating a whole chocolate cake.
I wasn't saying that. Now you're just promoting obesity. The Japanese spider crab is the largest arthropod. However, not all Japanese spider crabs get to this size. He's 3 meters, 3 by 10 meters. Some are only 1 meter across. Unfortunately, fishermen have killed many of them. That's a lot of crab meat. Apparently, a T-Rex was much bigger than an elephant. What the fuck is that? Average U.S. house. Yeah, it's cool. Go check it out. It's fun. I didn't even have an idea of how large some of these things are. Angel Falls is the tallest waterfall in the world. Oh, okay. There we go. Because I was saying I have no idea what the fuck that is earlier. Anyway, I think it's Will's turn.
For my top 5 of the week. Now, sticking with the theme, well, there hasn't really been a theme, but sticking with the holiday, which is Valentine's Day, as much as I don't like it, the top 5 is the top 5 couples in video games, or pairings in video games that people have experienced.
Wait. Who is this according to?
According to?
Yeah, is this honestly, is this your input, or is this...
It's kind of a mix of my input, and it's a mix of like other places that I've seen. Like I've looked through them, sort of combined my own list, and made like a fairly logical looking one. Like it's not in a big order. Like it's not, this is the best, this is second, this is third. this is for. These are just the 5 most prominent ones that people would know.
Gotcha.
Like, it's not, top to bottom.
Yes, it's in no particular order. The top 5 of video
no
game
particular
couples.
order. And we're probably going to go with the first, like the 2 most well-known ones, or the 2 most well-known video game character couple would be Mario and Peach.
Yeah, okay. I was hoping you'd at least mention
Exactly. Mario and Peach, like, everybody's played a Mario game at some point, or at least I'd hope they would. And everybody knows that Mario is the little Italian plumber who goes and saves the princess, who ends up being in another castle. And he does this for various amounts of games, but it's an iconic kind of gaming
Chivalry.
relationship. Yeah.
It's a form of early chivalry in video games.
He's the chivalrous character.
Okay.
He just goes and like tries to save the princess by, eating a leaf, throwing fireballs, all those different things.
Sounds like eating a leaf. I know what you're talking about.
If
raccoon.
you had a leaf, you got the raccoon suit thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Before you continue real quick, Red just pointed this out. On that scale of the universe, they have a Minecraft world in there. Continue.
Oh, really?
Yes. Continue, though.
Oh.
Sorry.
But, well, so there's that couple. Like, there isn't too much to say about them because it's just this constant back and forth of Mario trying to save, what pretty much is the woman he loves over and over again as Bowser tries to steal her. Now, the next one, which everybody probably does know again, is Link and Zelda. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like, if you didn't know that couple, that's kind of sad. Like, Link and Zelda, I never played any of the old Legend of Zelda games. Like, I didn't know the whole story behind them, but just meeting Zelda in the games, you can instantly tell between the 2 characters, like, yeah, Link likes her.
Yeah.
Like, Skyward Sword was a big one, though. Where,
I never played that one.
Well, I never played it, but, like, I watched some videos on it, and then I saw a video of a cutscene with Zelda and Link, and they were all adorable together.
Yeah.
It's kind of adorable, because there was dialogue going back and forth. Like, with all of the sort of, like, medieval fantasy-based games, there is, like, the typical, I will fight for this person's, honor, I will save them, I love them, so on and so forth.
For your honor.
Yes, this is another typical example of that, but it's done in a different way. Link doesn't, like, talk, ever. Neither does Mario, actually, in games, really. So, you just have these mute characters who end up wooing and, like, enjoying their time with the other character in it. And they somehow become, like, these big, iconic sort of couples. Like, hell, the game that you play in is Legend of Zelda, but the main character you play as is Link all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess they are a couple, aren't they?
In most of the games, they are pretty much put forward as some form of couple. Either, like, exceptionally close friends or pretty much nearly a couple. Like,
yeah, never officially, because she always leaves for some greater purpose.
Exactly. And Link's like, well, I guess I'll see you in, like, another year for the next game where I save you.
Yeah. Guess we'll do all this shit again in a few more years.
Yeah.
Thanks for nothing. I do like how they've taken it to a different dimensions sort of thing, though, so he doesn't seem like a complete tool.
Yeah, like, Link's a pretty good character. And he's an amazing character who doesn't even need to talk. Because, like, all Link really does is go, ah! Like,
ah?
Yeah. And you can still, like, get through that Link is a very sort of defined and refined character. Like, refined is in the sense that he's sort of been shaped for so long, he has a very unique personality.
A very quiet personality.
Quiet, yes, but, not quiet in the way as, like, I'm shy and so on. Quiet in the way I don't talk.
If you go back to the old Nintendo power of the early 1990s when what was the name of the Super Nintendo one that came out? Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. They did I believe it was a whole year-long comic that replicated the story of A Link to the Past, and he actually said quite a lot. It's cool. You made me think about that. It's a great comic.
Yeah, see, I haven't played loads of the Zelda games.
That's the only time he talks that I've ever seen him talk is in that comic. But you're completely right about the games. He doesn't say anything. He just yells. Continue.
Right. Okay, the next one I'm going to mention is one that's been sort of, like, put forward easily, but in the most recent game, it's very, very evident. And that's Chief and Cortana from Halo. Like, you would look at it and you wouldn't really see that as a relationship because it's not conventional in any way, shape, or form. But you play Halo 4, and you know the main premise of Halo 4, right, JT? Or one of them?
They're lost on the
Yes.
planet.
And Cortana's going rampant.
Yeah, she's kind
Because,
of
you know,
like
AIs like have a time. But
an expiration date.
yes, and if you look at it, Spartans are supposed to be cold and more calculated because they were bred to be
Killing machines.
warriors and like pretty much machines. But Chief, a character who you've never had talk really, talks a lot in Halo 4. He like talks back to Cortana. He tries to calm her down, and you can see the amount of compassion that Chief has for this one character. This one thing is like the one thing he cares about. He's been with Cortana since forever. And it's not a conventional pairing of a character. It's not like a typical physical relationship
More like a
or
work
anything.
relationship.
Not really. Because Cortana would do anything for Chief and Chief would do anything for Cortana. Like, he's abandoned parts of his mission to try and save Cortana.
Right.
Or do what he can for her. So, it's not like a typical romance, like all mushy and so on, I love you, so on and so forth. But just by playing through the game a little bit and looking at the previous interactions, you can see the two characters like, these two characters are a couple. Like, not like a couple that dates or anything, but those two are together. If you fuck with one, you're screwed.
Yeah.
By the other.
Okay,
Like,
alright, I'll buy it.
Yeah. Now, this is probably one of my favorite ones, and it's one that you don't see a load of whenever you play the game. It's one that you don't know too much about, but it's one of the most like impacting relationships in a game I've played.
This isn't Cloud and Ares, is it?
No.
Okay.
It's Dom and Maria from Gears of War.
Yeah.
Because
Yes, I agree.
that Dom does drives him to find his wife.
Yeah,
to find her, save her, do whatever the hell he can to get near her.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know who you meant until you said Gears of War.
yeah, and in Gears of War 3, well, end of Gears 2, you find out that... Is it end of Gears 2? Yeah. Like, no, halfway through Gears 2, you find out Maria's dead.
Is it?
Pretty much. Yeah, well, she dies.
He doesn't give up, though.
No, he does.
Oh, wait, because that's when you're walking through the nest.
Yep.
That's
then
right.
In
It was
Gears
number
3,
2.
in Gears 3, you can see how much of an impact that had on that one character.
Oh, yeah.
Dom is completely shattered. He's let himself like go. He has a beard. His hair's grown longer. He just doesn't really care anymore. He's just...
He always had a beard, didn't he?
He had stubble, but like he has a bushy beard in 3. And you can just see that he's... Yeah, you can just see that through that one character being removed, he has lost so much of his will to keep fighting and live.
His wife? Not only did his wife die, his child died also.
Yep. Dom
both of
completely
them.
lost everything and broke down. And that's why this, like, out of the list, this is my favorite couple.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, this is my favorite one because you don't see loads about the two characters. You get told Dom like talks about his wife. He says like, I will find her and save her and do whatever he can. He hopes that she's okay. Gears 2, she's not okay.
Yeah.
Gears 3,
He don't give a fuck.
Dom's broke down completely.
Yeah.
And eventually, if those of you, whoever hasn't played Gears 3 for whatever reason, there's a spoiler now. So plug your ears.
Earmuffs.
Yes, so plug your ears for about 15 seconds. Gears 3, you can see that Dom has given up because he completely sacrifices himself happily because he knows he'll see his wife again.
Yeah.
And it's really sad, but it's a very powerful like relationship built up between fictional characters, which is pretty much all this is.
That's one of the few times you see Marcus get emotionally
Choked up. Yeah, Marcus was pretty yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the very few times you see him have an emotional reaction to something.
Yeah.
Other than anger.
Yeah, like the characters. well, the character Dom was a very, very, very strong character, and throughout playing the game, listening to Dom, you're like, this guy's awesome, and then the complete breakdown of Dom completely throws people for a loop, and it shows you how much he cared about that one, like those people in his life, and since they're gone, he's just lost all kind of reasons to live.
Mm-hmm.
It's terribly sad, but it happens,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just really, really sad.
It was good though.
Yeah.
Good game.
Now, the last relationship that I'm going to do, like, people kind of know this one. It's a pretty typical one whenever people sort of look at video game relationships, and I fucking lost it. I had it bloody bookmarked. I need to read out part of the article for it, because this is going to drive me nuts if I can't find it. Where is it? Well, I fucked up. Where is it? But it was a relationship that you said earlier. The Cloud and Earth one. Because a lot of people know...
Squall and Tifa? Not
No.
Tifa. Squall and Rihanna?
Renoa. No,
Renoa.
it was Cloud and Earth.
Oh.
Yeah. Cloud and Earth, it's not my favorite video game relationship. It's not like the most impacting one. It's not the biggest in the world, but it certainly is one of the better known ones, and it's pretty potent. Like, if you ever watch Advent Children, it really lets into you a fair bit more about how much the apparently cold-hearted and not really caring character gave a damn about this one individual.
Yeah. Yeah. Cloud's more
Like-
of a douche than you think.
Yeah. Like, Cloud... Earth hired Cloud to be a bodyguard, for a date,
Yeah.
which was pretty hilarious.
Yes,
and
I remember that.
It ends up where you don't... I never played through loads of Final Fantasy VII, but from what I played through, you don't get too much of Cloud talking about Earth loads.
Yeah,
or
no,
thinking
you
about
don't.
it loads.
No,
but-
not at all.
But whenever you play or watch Advent Children, that lets in a lot more.
Yeah,
Because-
you get a lot of the feeling in Final Fantasy VII when that character fades out.
Yeah.
But you do definitely get a bigger dose of it in Advent
Yeah.
Children, which is an excellent movie.
Yes, it's not more of a relationship that impacts the characters in the game as more as it impacts the world and lets you realize something.
It
Like-
impacts characters too, though, I think.
And
Or
not
at
as
least
much as
at
it
least
sort of impacts
Cloud.
the setting. It's not as much as it impacts the setting though, because
Oh, yeah.
Aerith was just a flower seller,
Right.
and Sephiroth just stab,
Yeah.
and it's really kind of brutal because it shows you the setting of that game. It's like, this is pretty remorseless, and
Yeah.
Cloud can not do anything because if I remember right, he was stuck there watching pretty much.
Yes.
So.
He wasn't able to do anything.
Yeah, you keep going on in the game playing as Cloud, but you're still remembering, or Cloud at least is Earth was killed, right in front of me, and I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So, Cloud kind of tries to get even with Sephiroth by killing him. That and, a number of reasons, saving the world, but Earth's up there. But if you watch Advent Children, it lets into it a lot more. Cloud, you can see him actually not be remorseful, but you can see it affect him mentally. He
Yeah.
hallucinates at times or envisions seeing Aerith in certain places where she's not. At the end of the film, he
Yes,
sees
yes,
her
yes,
doorway
yes.
with his soldier friend, Zach
I don't remember his name.
was his name.
Yes.
I don't know. It was his soldier friend with the black hair.
Yeah,
those two.
the one that looks like Cloud.
Yeah, the one that kind of looks like Cloud but with black hair.
Yes.
But yeah, you see that, and in Advent Children, it really does more set the tone of the relationship between those two characters.
Yeah.
And then poor Tifa is kind of stuck to the side, going oh, okay.
But boobs.
But yeah, that was pretty much it. It was just sort of 5 well-known slash powerful video game relationships that have been out in video games through the past, years.
Yes, very, very good, Will. You did well.
Yes. Yeah. I'm still saying Dom and Marie is the best one.
That is a good one. I forgot all about them.
Mm.
All right, well,
Like,
that's
I
it.
Until I like saw Gears sitting behind me, and I was like, Gears, fucking Dom,
Oh.
yeah.
All right, well, that's it for today's episode. Once again, website of the week, htwins.net/scale2 if you want to check out the scale of the universe. YouTube.com/SelectStartCast, Twitter.com/SelectStartCast. There's going to be a new episode of Fallout 3 this Saturday, right?
Should be. I hope, because Johnny needs to come over this Saturday. The way we do the recording, we do recording every 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks we upload one
episodes.
video. Yeah, we upload one video on the first Saturday of that week. So we upload a video after we've recorded it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, whenever we do this stuff, there's no editing. We're just like, okay, get to a decent point and throw it up.
Yeah, I think that's become a thing at Select Start. We don't edit anything.
See, I prefer that. Like, it's not...
It's more raw.
Yeah, we prefer it that way because we don't want to cut out, like, anything that really happens. Like, if we do certain highlight things, or where we're doing like a long campaign of stuff that isn't like a progressive story, we would probably edit some stuff down and throw it into a like clip video.
Yeah.
But at the moment it's just like, yeah, just throw it out because they get to see everything we did.
So yeah, on Saturday, keep an eye out for that. There'll be updates on the Facebook page when they are posted. Next Wednesday, Torchlight 2, New Game Plus with Will and I. And I don't know when, but whenever we get done with Torchlight 2, I think we're going to do Borderlands 2. Yeah?
I like the nicknames that Red just gave us: One Take Will and Instant Upload JT. I'm just thinking, in my videos, have I ever had to read? No, I always do it in one.
Yeah.
Super Monday Night Combat video. Fuck it, do it in one.
Yeah, I actually did do that in one.
I think I did all of them in one.
All right.
God.
So check out those sites: Facebook.com/SelectStartCast and YouTube.com/SelectStartCast.
Hey, we have Twitter too if you want to look at that.
Yes. If you're a Twitter person more so than a Facebook, that's fine, because any of our Facebook updates, status updates, go directly to Twitter, so you'll get them either way. And I'm not going to say when because I don't know, but we do have some projects coming.
Honestly, if you guys just pretty much type in Select Start Cast on Google, you'll find our social networking.
Really?
Like, here we have Twitter, we have Stickcom.
No,
YouTube.
we don't. No.
Well,
Don't go to. No, actually, they're still there.
No, I thought Stickcom just went down.
They're on their way.
Oh, they're on their way. Like everything's there. Like, we mainly use the big ones that people know of mostly. We also have Ustream. What the fuck's Ustream?
We have Ustream? Oh, we do. Yeah. That's another thing like Twitch TV.
Which was used 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago the account was made.
Yeah, I set it up, and I think it was going to cost us money that I didn't have. So.
But yep, pretty much that's where we are. So might as well have a look for that. Also, we're actually on a website called Podbean, which has podcasts on it.
Yes, we are. We're on anything that promotes podcasts.
Yep. So pretty much just type in Select Start Cast, look for us, and you will find us.
Son of a bitch.
We're also on Steam.
Yes. We have a Steam community. Yes. We're in more places than we know.
Exactly. Like, if you guys are listening to the podcast, you're still listening now, even though we've kind of stopped talking about the main subject. Look for our Steam group. Just kind of like type in Select, Start. And you should be able to find our Steam group. Just join us, and we're going to try and do more stuff on Steam. We've been meaning to. We need to do more Select Start Gamer community stuff, and upload those.
Right. Yes. Sorry, I was
Like TF2 was whenever we did our first community select start thingy, wasn't it?
Well, yes, it was.
That went pretty well. That was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, like we would love to get more people involved to do that. Like Team Fortress 2 is a really good baseline for it, but all the free to play games we can sort of like maneuver into, like TF2, Super Monday Night Combat, like Left 4 Dead if you guys own it, just whatever. We will try and set something up if you're interested.
Yeah, what he said. Tribes Ascended.
Oh, Tribes Ascend?
Yes, that's a good
I haven't
one.
played that for a while.
Yeah,
Oh
me
god.
either. Still
Amber's
installed,
always
though.
amazed whenever we play that together because we
Yeah.
just turn hyper.
Yeah. We have to. It's a fast-paced game. But yeah, so that's it, guys. We'll are you streaming today? Anything? Will? Yeah.
No,
maybe?
I really
No?
need to get back into streaming. I keep saying that every week.
I ask you every week.
I streamed a little bit of World of Warcraft this week. I streamed like 30 minutes of it and then got bored.
Yeah.
If World of Warcraft worked properly with XSplit, I would stream that all the time. I would just stream leveling, heroics, whatever. Tell you what, whenever I get a new PC that doesn't have an AMD card, I will stream everything.
Everything. All the
Yep.
things.
All the games.
All the games. We'll get on it. I might be streaming some Minecraft later from our Feed the Beast server. I've got some projects to work on in there, so I might as well stream a little bit. All right, guys. That's it. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you again next week.
Laters.